We talked about how the relationship between the Doctor and the Brigadier was rather like that of Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson.
Really? Well, the research boys would be glad to get their hands on this.
Too late, Brigadier. I've boiled out the contents. The weapons that you have on Earth are quite nasty enough as it is.
And almost immediately out of that, and who had the idea, God alone knows, was, we haven't got a Moriarty. Why haven't we got a Moriarty? And almost immediately we thought, well, obviously, if he's going to have a Moriarty, he must be another Time Lord. And he's an evil Time Lord, so he's a renegade Time Lord. And it all happened very, very quickly.
Who the heck are you? Well?
The next day, Terence came in, so I've got a name for him.
I am usually referred to as the Master. Oh, is that so? Universally.
And it all happened just like that. Who thought of the Master, you know, we can't say. It was purely unimaginable. What I would do was discuss from a very early stage with the writer the idea, or I'd have an idea myself of the kind of show that I wanted. I'd discuss it with Barry. We would both talk to the writer. We'd discuss it through with him. He'd go away and write a storyline. But he wasn't writing in the blue. He was writing about something that he knew we wanted, that we were all thinking about the same lines, you know, because if he went off on some tangent in the first meeting, we'd say, no, look, sorry, that's not the kind of story we want this kind of story. And obviously, you know, he would try and do the kind of story we wanted, because he wanted to sell it.
And of course, because Terence was working on 100 scripts, you know, in the course of 2 or 3 years, he was at the centre of it, so we'd always bow to him and say, you know, it was a good idea because it was coming out all that experience and the knowledge of everything else that was happening.
One of the things that I don't like, that I'm very opposed to, is endless rewrites. I mean, I heard from a friend of mine on a show recently that he was on his 8th or 9th rewrite. And this is, you know, like today. Well, I think that's nonsense because things don't get better, they get worse. So what I would do would be get the first draft in, discuss it with the producer, with the director if available, try and sort it out, send the thing back for the writer to do his second draft. Now that's standard, you see, you expect to do 2 drafts in television, that's just the norm.
And it's the fact that when you're a script editor on a series like Doctor Who, you become so versed in the whole medium of the thing that you're doing, you're actually better placed than the writer often to say, look, what this thing needs is a point like this, a line like that. To get it to work in the Doctor Who mode.